Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. To our returning subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you. And if you're just joining me for the very first time, thank you so much. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and guess what guys, we're about to have a ride of a lifetime. So guys, the reunion has started, and of course, tonight was the opening show. Yes, we saw Bbnaija, walked in looking all gorgeous and all of that, and introduced the housemates one after the other. It was a very long intro. At some point I thought it was just going to be a 30-minute show, but in the long run we had all the housemates except for two people who were not there. All the housemates were there. And now let me give you a secret. This opening show you just watched was shot on the final day of the reunion show, so they had shot every other thing, right? This opening show you just watched was the last thing they shot on set, and that's one of the reasons why you didn't find. That was probably the main reason why you didn't find Kaisha on set, because that was after the issue that happened between herself and Lucy, and of course she didn't show up after that scene for subsequent shoots. Of course, Erika just didn't show up. And of course, as soon as Bbnaija introduced all of them, we started asking them questions, asked Bbnaija what she was expecting from the show. Bbnaija was just going to say she was expecting, to sort out issues with people she had issues with.
I'm here to speak my truth, not change the narrative, but explain the narrative that I feel like was pushed towards the Bbnaija name. So I'm just here to speak my truth, confront the people that needs to be confronted, the Twitter fingers kind of thing. We can talk about that. Yeah.
We saw Katrina also saying that she's there to to just mend fences with whoever she's had issues with.
So just like Lilo said, I left the house 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, so I know a lot of people here have mixed feelings towards me. So the reason why I'm here is to free my mind, say my truth, and work things out with few people that few people that I think deserve my friendship. And as usual, she sees me.
Tochi was also there saying that, oh well, he's excited to see Katrina. Katrina was also saying she was excited to see Tochi and all of that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see her. Yeah, of course. Interesting. Katrina is excited to see him.
Good to see you, Tochi.
Good to see you too, baby girl. Interesting. Okay.
Now, majorly, this show was the opening show in itself, right? One after the other. Brighto walked in, to Dorothy, to Eric, to Katrina. Then we had Kidwaya, Lekon, Lilo, and Lucy. Then went ahead to have Nengi New also praise, and finally we had V and Werthoni, right? So the introduction was just mainly asking people how it has been so far and all of that. Now, one thing that caught my attention was when Bbnaija asked Dorothy about Prince, that was she excited to see Prince, because right now their relationship is quite severe and all of that, right? They recently had a trip to I think it was Ghana. It was Ghana, right? Yeah, but that was after the reunion shoot, so I don't know what the relationship is like at the moment. But of course, what we saw today, she was like, okay, I'm good. I'm happy seeing him. He has to be here, right? So she's happy seeing him.
I'm excited to see Prince here today. In strict airplane. Are you?
Of course, he has to be here. So yeah.
So you're not really excited?
Why would I be excited?
Your voice was high. All of a sudden,
my choice of voice is my problem. I'm excited to see me. Of course, he has to be here. So yes.
But now I'm just going to say something. If you watched the adverts that MultiChoice DSTV put out there a few days before this reunion show started, you saw a place where Bbnaija was talking about the fact that telling Prince that you're not a man. If you're a man, blah 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 blah.
If you were a man enough, maybe I wouldn't have been doing that, because you're definitely not a man.
Why did she say that? Information that I got says that Prince is actually gay. That was what I got, and Bbnaija really found it very absurd to her, right? She found it absurd saying that, why would so you're gay and you're trying to talk to me and all of that, right? And that was the reason why we saw Bbnaija saying, you're not a man. If you're a man, blah, 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 I know how to relate with you and all of that. So basically, it was just the opening show. And of course, one thing I loved about the opening show was the fact that all the housemates came in like a very fantastic car. I don't know if it was a limo, whatever it was. It looked really good. They walked down the red carpet, and of course, multi-choice of the producers of the show literally had to, give us details of what everyone has been up to over time, right? So one of the things that caught my attention was the fact that Tochi is a realtor, is into selling of houses right now. At first we thought he was into beard, whatever, he was selling clothes, he had his beard oil stuff he was trying to do, but right now he's selling houses, which is a fantastic thing, right? One of the things that also caught my attention was Tricky T now is into directing. Of course, we knew he was into a bit of music and directing while he was in the house, but right now he's taking it full time. And guess what? He produced with Tony's mom's show. I was super excited about the fact that, he's doing well for himself. If you've seen that show, right? I've seen a bit of a clip, and as a production person, I think he did a very great job trying to direct what Tony should right there, right? Another person who caught my attention was Dorothy, looking all glammed up and all of that, and it was really, really looking good. But of course, I began to smell trouble, because at some point Ibuka was going to say, hey, what's up? And people were actually waiting for what Bbnaija has really, really got to say. So that was all that happened today on the opening show. Tomorrow is another time. I'm going to come, give you guys the opening, the real hot drama that starts, right? And I think that, there's going to be an issue between Dorothy and Ozzo. And I think that, there's going to be an issue between Dorothy and Ozzo because their relationship was literally strained after the house. We hardly heard anything about Ozzo and Dorothy after the house, right? And I understand how Dorothy feels, because Dorothy was in a space for Ozzo. She was in this particular space as a friend. Maybe she liked him at some point, but I know there's quite a number of times when you spend time in the space of a guy who you kind of like, right? But in the long run, he's going for another girl, friend zones you and all of that. Now, I think there was a particular way she needed to really vent her anger on Ozzo. I was hearing Katrina talking about, maybe somebody coming to her room and all of that. I don't know what it is, but of course, tomorrow we get to hear the full gist of what happened. But Dorothy was really boiling.
Look, I'm not talking to you. You sit there and you're talking about friendship.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bells, and guess what? You get notified whenever I post a video. Go on all social media platforms, on Facebook and Instagram, on Twitter, and of course on TikTok, and follow me at Oluwafemi Daniels. And until next time I come your way very soon, it's bye for now.